What do managers typically look for when they are putting up a starting 11 or picking a team? Well, they look for balance in the team. So what do I mean by balance? When I'm talking about balance, I'm referring to the fact that you don't have too much of the same profile of players playing in the same team. So that is what managers typically look for when they put up a team, whether it is a defensive line, a midfield line, or an attacking line. Chelsea have bought a plethora of attackers, excluding a number 9. News sources say Chelsea are in search for a striker. But how would balance help Chelsea to find a kind of striker that suits them? We're going to briefly talk about 3 candidates: Ivan Toney, Victor Osimhen, and Dusan Vlahovic. Let's talk about Dusan Vlahovic for a second. Prior to Vlahovic joining Juventus from Fiorentina, he was touted as one of the deadliest strikers in the world. Unfortunately, it hadn't worked out for him at Juventus, who are struggling for form. Vlahovic hasn't been able to put up those impressive numbers with Juventus, lacking in creativity, much like Chelsea before those signings. If Vlahovic happens to come to Chelsea, he is going to add something different. He is going to be in the box and feed off the chances that dropped to him. In fact, his profile is like the 2 other players I will mention later in this video. A downside to Vlahovic is the fact that he has lost form for such a long time, and coming into a new league with low confidence can be an issue. Also, he lacks the pace possibly to help Chelsea during counters. If I am to rate his move, I will give him a 2 out of 5. Let's talk about Ivan Toney for a second. Possibly being a household name in the Premier League, Ivan Toney has cemented himself as a lethal weapon in front of goal. Not only is he clinical, but he possesses the pace and power of a prem striker to compete against any Premier League player. In fact, any big Premier League defender. Obviously, he is good in the air. I like such an attribute in this player because, as I said, he provides some balance. Additionally, he is great on the ball. My only issue is the fact that his team isn't competing for any trophy or competing or challenging for the title. So a question can be asked of his mentality. For that reason, I wouldn't want him in my team. For that reason, I rate him a 3.5 out of 10. Osimhen is my favorite. And I'm going to tell you why he is my favorite. And I would say he is my favorite because, number 1, he's a prolific striker. He's big and he's strong and he's powerful. He has the pace to be able to play on the counter when need be. And his strength is necessary, especially when he wants to hold up the ball. And if the ball is in the air, he's the kind of person to be able to attack it. So that is nice to see from such a player. And additionally, his team Napoli is challenging for the Scudetto. So we can say that his mentality is up there because Napoli is killing it. And he himself is killing it as well. So for me, I'm going to rate him a 4.8 out of 5. Now there's a reason why I shortlisted these players. You see, the players that we have, the attackers that we have, are not prolific goal scorers. So imagine you have strikers who want to drop deep and create space for this said wingers to go and punish the opposition defense. We know that even if they get one-on-ones or free pulls, they are going to miss chances. So if you have a striker who is prolific enough, standing in the box just waiting for chances to be created for him, that is what is going to save the team. That is the balance that Chelsea needs. Maybe Osimhen or any of the strikers that I've just mentioned might not be your favorites. Who are your favorites? Drop them in the comment section below. And if you like this video, then consider subscribing to the channel. Yes, you may like it if you enjoyed it. Until next time, peace.